I have one more question, and then I want to let people in the audience ask some questions. There's a slide that, if you can get that up on the screen. The folks at Northeastern University's journalism school are doing an ongoing analysis of the way candidates are covered. And we can't see it exactly from where we are, but the gist of it is they're measuring positive and negative words used about candidates, and the most positive words used are for Sanders, Beto, somebody else, Biden. Oh, it's Booker, sorry. Thank you, I can't see. What advice do you have? We have more women running in the Democratic primary than ever. What's your advice to them?
Right. Well, I wrote a book called What Happened, and a paperback, which added to the arguments that I make. And I have a chapter called Women in Politics. And I address the very real way that I was covered and the way I was treated online, in real life. And I say, look, whatever responsibility I should take for it, I take for it. But beyond that, there is something else at work. And at the time I wrote the book, it was spring of 2017. And I was already seeing the way that people like Kamala Harris and Elizabeth Warren were being treated. I never saw anybody shut down on the floor of the Senate the way Mitch McConnell shut down Elizabeth Warren and basically told her to stop talking in the midst of a debate about whether Jeff Sessions should be Attorney General. And she was reading a letter from Coretta Scott King that Coretta had sent years before against Sessions becoming a federal judge because of his views and his actions. And Mitch McConnell went out there and basically shut her down. Then I saw Kamala at a hearing cross-examining Jeff Sessions, as she should. She's a member of the committee. That was her responsibility. And I saw the chairman gavel her into silence. And I saw example after example after example. Because, after Elizabeth was forced to leave the floor of the Senate, a really good guy, I think it was Jeff Merkley, senator from Oregon, he walked out and he finished reading the letter. And McConnell didn't say a word. Now, you can be a little paranoid about this, or you can say, there is something going on that we need to pay attention to. And I saw a study like that, don't know if it's the same one, and I wish I could say I was shocked. Because all during 2016, online, there were people who say, well, I sure would vote for a woman, just not that woman. And now all of a sudden, some of those women they said they would support, they're running, and I'm not voting for that woman. Now, part of the problem is that I still don't think, I think people don't understand unconscious bias. And what I would say is, there is outright nasty sexism and misogyny. Go online sometime and read comments in response to activist women or elected women. Pick your choice. But a lot of it is unconscious. People who could pass a lie detector test saying, well, I'm not biased. How dare you say I'm biased? I know I'm not biased. But then all of a sudden, you listen to the conversation. A man is assertive, a woman is aggressive. A man is forceful, a woman is shrill. You go down the list. And about the worst thing you can say is that a woman is ambitious. Well, we know we live with, almost embedded in our DNA, thousands and thousands of years about expectations and how people are supposed to behave. The president has just nominated Steve Forbes to be on the Federal Reserve. And people are now going through a lot of what he has said. Women should not play sports. Women don't belong in, business decisions. So this is alive and well. And I think a publication like Time has an opportunity to really call people out, but also to try to educate people about it.